What is going on, you guys? How's everybody doing out there today? I am Gophxr, and here in today's video, I'm going to be showing y'all a brand new bungalow setup here in Schedule 1. This thing is awesome. It generates a bunch of high quality product, and it's really easy to put together. Let's show y'all how to do this. Listed here are all the items you're going to need for this build. 32 suspension racks, 32 LED lights, 32 moisturizing pots, 5 lockers, 5 large shelves, and 3 brick presses. If you haven't unlocked the brick presses yet, you can use a packing station. Once you have all the items that you need, go ahead on into the bungalow and start here in the back room. Grab your suspension racks and you're going to put 6 along the wall right here. And then 4 along the wall right here. And another 6 along this wall over here. Just like that. Now here in the front room, you're going to start along this wall right here. Put 2 right here, and then put 2 in front of it. Now you're going to put 4 behind the door over here. And then you're going to put 5 over here. And then put the last 3 over here, starting along this wall right here. 1, 2, 3. It'll look just like this. Now take your LED lights and put 1 underneath every single suspension rack. When you're done with the lights, go ahead and grab your moisturizing pots and start putting them underneath every single light. Once you're done with the moisturizing pots, go ahead and grab your large shelves. You're going to start right here in front of these pots. 2 here. And then here in this room, you're going to put 1 along the wall here. And then here, right here in the middle of the room. 1, 2. Just like this. You'll be able to walk all the way around. Once you're done with the large shelves, go ahead and grab your brick presses and come on here into the kitchen. Stand in front of this large shelf, and then you're going to put them right here in the middle of the room. 1, 2, 3. Just like that. You're now done setting up the lab. Now we have to set up the automation within the lab. It's really important for this to work that you don't skip any parts. So pay attention, take your time, and if you have any questions, light up that comment section. To get started with the automation, go ahead and pull out your clipboard and walk back here into the back room. You're going to be selecting 10 pots. Once you have 10 pots selected, go ahead, press E to manage, select seed, choose the seed you're going to be growing, choose additive, select fertilizer, then select destination. Now turn around and come in here and select a brick press. Now go ahead and put your clipboard away, pull your clipboard back out, and come in here and start selecting pots where you left off. You're going to be selecting 11 this time. 6 in this room and 5 in the other room. Once you have 11 pots selected, go ahead, press E to manage, select seed, choose the seed you're going to be growing, choose additive, select the fertilizer, then select destination. Come in here into the kitchen and select another brick press. Now put your clipboard away and pull your clipboard back out and come in here and start selecting pots again where you left off. Again, you're going to be selecting 11. Once you have the last 11 pots selected, press E to manage, select seed, choose the seed you're going to be growing, choose additive, select the fertilizer, select destination, and come into the kitchen and choose the last brick press. Just make sure that you're choosing a different brick press each time. Now pull your clipboard back out, hold shift on your keyboard, and select the 3 brick presses. Once you have all brick presses selected, press E to manage, select destination, turn around, and choose the shelf right behind you. Now put your clipboard away and come on in here into the first grow room. Press E to access the storage shelf. We're going to be setting the filters on the new filtration system. This controls the full automation, so pay attention and make sure you don't skip a step. Press the filter, choose whitelist, press add, and then scroll up until you find the blue soil. Choose the blue soil. Do the same thing on this one right here. Click filter, whitelist, add, blue soil. Now on these three over here, we're going to be choosing the fertilization. Press the filter, the whitelist, add, and then find fertilizer. Do the same thing on these two. Whitelist, add, fertilizer. Whitelist, add, fertilizer. On these three right here, we're going to be finding the seed that we're going to be using. Choose whitelist, add, and then choose the seed you're going to be growing in this build. For me, it's the Granddaddy Purple seed. Do the same thing on these other two slots right here. Whitelist, add, seeds. Whitelist, add, seeds. Once your large storage rack looks like this with 2 blue soils, 3 fertilizer, and 3 seed selections, that shelf is done. You have to do it 3 more times now because there's 4 botanist shelves inside the build. 2 in this room and 2 in the other room. Whitelist, add, soil. And then whitelist, add, fertilizer. And then 3 times add the seed. Once the filters look good, the shelf is good to go. 2 more to go. Once you're done setting up the filters on all the shelves, it's now time to hire some employees. For this build, you're going to need to hire 4 botanists and 1 handler. Once you've hired all your employees, go ahead and pull out your clipboard and walk up to your first botanist to get started. Press E to manage, select locker, and go inside and choose one of the lockers. Now select supplies, and then come in here and choose one of the supply racks. Now choose pots and drying racks and select 8 of the pots in the room. Hold down shift on your keyboard so you could select 8 at the same time. Once you have all 8 pots selected, press escape. Make sure your clipboard looks like that, and if it looks good, your botanist is good to go. Now pull out your clipboard and walk up to your next botanist. Press E to manage, select locker, and go inside and select a different locker. Now choose supplies, come in here and choose the other supply rack. Choose pots and drying racks, and then select the other 8 pots on this side of the room. Remember to hold down shift on your keyboard so you could select 8 at the same time. When you're done, press escape, double check your clipboard, and then you're good to go. Now go ahead and pull out your clipboard and walk up to your third botanist. Press E to manage, select locker, and go inside and choose a different locker. Now select supplies and go into the living room and select one of the supply racks. Select pots and drying racks and then select 8 pots in this room by holding down shift on your keyboard, and you can select all of them at the same time. When you're done, press escape, check the clipboard, and you're good to go. Now pull out your clipboard and walk up to your last botanist. Press E to manage, select locker, and go inside and choose a different locker. Select supplies, and then go in here and choose the last supply rack. Now choose pots and drying racks, hold shift on your keyboard, and select the last 8 pots in the room. Once you have the last 8 pots selected, press escape, double check your clipboard, and then if it looks good, your botanist is good to go. Now pull out your clipboard and walk up to your handler. Press E to manage, select locker, and go inside and choose the last locker. Now choose assign stations and select all 3 of the brick presses. You can hold down shift on your keyboard to make it easier. Once you've assigned all 3 stations, press escape. Here under routes, you're going to select add new 4 times. 1, 2, 3, 4. Here under none, select it, and then come outside and choose the loading bay. And then select none, loading bay, none, loading bay, and one more time, none, loading bay. Here on this side, you're gonna put all 4 of the botanist shelves, starting on the top one. Select none, go inside, and select one of the botanist shelves. Now select none, and select a different botanist shelf. Now select none, go into this room, and select another botanist shelf. And then on the last one, choose none, and the very last botanist shelf here. Once the clipboard looks like this, the handler's good to go. Now that we've hired employees to run the grow room, we need to stock these shelves so they have supplies. To get this thing going, you're gonna need 120 seeds, 120 fertilizer, and 80 bags of blue soil. Once you have all the items you need, head on into your build and load up those shelves. Make sure you're putting the soil where the soil's supposed to go, you're putting the fertilizer where your fertilizer's supposed to go, and the same thing with your seeds. You set the filters earlier. Again, there's 4 shelves in total, and just make sure you're putting the right items in the right slots. Once you're done stocking all the shelves, there's only one thing you have to do to get this thing cranking. Come over here to the lockers and throw a little cash in there, and your workers will immediately get to work. Well, that's it, everybody. It's as easy as that to set up the new premium grow room here in Schedule 1. If this thing helped you out at all, don't forget to smash that like button and subscribe to my channel. We'll see y'all next time. And remember, don't be toxic. Spread positivity.